Consent to marriage. Yes. It's so important to have consent, isn't it? Yes. An agreement freely given by two marriageable people, yes, persons, of at least the age of consent to enter into a marriage. Yeah. Now, consent is something very important to myself. Yes. Because I consented to live someplace. Right. I consented to paying a deposit. Yes. And I have consented voluntarily yielding to what another proposes or desires. Yes. I consented to everything the landlord wanted to do. Yes. Because it's her house. Now, this consent, yes, regarding some act or purpose, given voluntarily by a competent person, legally effective assent, yes, consent, yes, is an affirmative defense to assault, battery, or related torts. Yeah. As well as such torts as defamation, invasion of privacy, conversion and trespass. Now, I think we've looked at these related torts known as invasion of privacy. Yes. Where the petitioner, yeah, did not admit to the court the stipulation and order. And what's resulting is you keep using my name without my consent. Now, the PDN said, well, we have to do it. Yes. Something. And the Quilcene School District and the Brennan School District, yes, where you've been you've said that you've seen, yes, what is known as simulated domestic violence when I wasn't there. Yes. Does the superintendent of the Brennan School District not understand, yes, that when you've actually seen what is known as a simulation, yeah, of the violating of the restraint provisions of a protection order, it calls into question whom the victim was, yeah, as well as who the perpetrator of the crime was, since I wasn't there. Now, I'm not giving you consent to have custody of my sons. Yes. As a father, yes, I just documented. I am not giving consent, yes, to this simulation of what is known as domestic violence. Um, I'm not. I don't want you to have custody of them. I don't want my sons going to the Brennan School District. I don't care how important you say they are. Yes. It looks from the public court record that my wife didn't admit the stipulation and order. Yes. And that means that I'm not consenting to you having custody of them, having them on the football team. Yes. Now, this is a tort lawsuit where I sue. See, I was a little concerned today because I was sure of emailing what could have been a couple thousand email addresses. And I very specifically emailed the employees of the Office of Supervision of Public Instruction. Yes. Thinking that they had a right to, they had an obligation, yes, to enforce the victim's rights of children that are taken from their parents, yes, because of a spouse simulating what is known as domestic violence and child abuse. Now, it should call into question what is best for the children. Then I found out that somebody was obstructing my emails again. Yes. They put a whole bunch of information, yeah, on one of the responses, the auto responses of the Office of Supervision of Public Instruction. Yes. As if they wanted to make it look like, yes, that my emails are spam instead of informing law enforcement of a crime. Now, I've been the victim of this law enforcement right now. Intentionally simulating, yes, what is known as the enforcement of the laws. Yes. They make it look like they're a police department, a sheriff's department. Yes. When the sheriff says, I'm a mentally ill homeless man. So it's as if they're just, they're not going to agree to me suing them. Yep. But the public court record says that my wife simulated what was known as domestic violence. Yes. And then she accused me of child abuse, when I never abused my sons. Yes. And then when I inform you that I don't like this vulnerability of my individual personal life, yes, that I'd like to reside in a hotel. Yes. I'd like to have my own hotel room right now. See, somebody did this, yes, What is this K12W K12 percent 3? Yeah. Mm-hmm. K through percent 3E. Mm-mm. www.k12.wa.us percent 3 C. Oh, HTTP K 3E 3C. Yes. See, this one's different than that one. Yes, it is. Uh-huh. Now, look at here. There's 3E, 3E, 3C. See, there's a slight variation of what was put on the email. Yes, it was. And if we looked at the variations of the use of percent 3E, percent 3C, yes. And then there's one, two, threes there. Yeah, but there's one, three there. But there's three threes here. Yes. Now, there might be some algorithmic method of somebody doing this. Well, this one had three. But this one has three threes. Ooh, this one has one three. This one has two threes. Oh, now, if I was one of these top secret employment agencies of the International Employment of the Budnick International Agency of International Intelligence, I'd be running through every Office of Supervision of Public Instruction. I'd want to know all the employees, yes, in every state. Yeah. And then I'd want to know, do they have any knowledge of simulating the law?